That is, you told me that your mother was born in? So he's a local. Amazing. It's Q&A. Please keep your questions.
And literary.
And no comments. And if you go on, I will interject and I'll interrupt and I'll occupy the microphone. Okay?
Since you're all Jerusalemites, so to all of you, I was just wondering, how do you see Jerusalem, since we're talking about Jerusalem, Sheikh Jarrah, etc., how do you see Jerusalem in 50 years? What will be, according to your... I'm not, it's not a provocation, it's really a question that I ask myself very often, because you wonder, will it be integrated, a disaster? You will have all of nationals of Israel or something else?
On Jerusalem, I think it will continue to be a bigger madhouse. I mean, Jerusalem has always been religiously and historically really is a madhouse and a city full of contradiction. I never understood, I mean, you've been here a few years. I don't know if you understood or you understand more by the day it goes, but I think you understand less as you live more in Jerusalem. And you could only understand Jerusalem if you understand the set of contradictions that actually control Jerusalem. In my eyes, the contradictions of Jerusalem has always been historically and biblically or religiously. Now it's a bit more politically. I think we're going to head into more economic contradictions. So more separated, not even politically separated along two entities or two geographical areas. I think we're going to see more different Jerusalems as it see, with more economy play on and tourism add on and so on. So for people who are waiting for a city that's going to come to peace with itself, I think you're going to wait for a longer in Jerusalem. I personally, as a Jerusalemite, I'm preparing myself for a more madness. And I think politically, Israel front, I'm preparing myself for more racism and more institutional policies that's going to discriminate against me more in my face in Jerusalem. I'm preparing myself for that. But I think that's what Jerusalem will always be to me. I don't think ever Jerusalem going to see the image that we see in a nice postcard or an old painting of the city that's calm and nice and everyone is farming his land and feeding his cattle and so on. I think it's just going to continue to be crazy. But along different fronts, not just political and historical, I think going to add much more economic factor to it.
But as you said, I'm as pessimistic as you are. It's amazing that this city that counts back 3,000 or even more years of religion, belief, wisdom, and to see it in the situation now, you know, violent, ugly, intolerant, racist, all the goodies. It's really hard. I mean, it gives you some hard thought about mankind. So this is also an answer to your question about Israel, about Jerusalem in 50 years.
I feel like. And I'm optimistic about Jerusalem, but that's for a different reason.
You have your vision about the Armenian Quarter in Jerusalem. You should share it.
In 50 years, Jerusalem is going to be destroyed except the Armenian Quarter.